Hello everyone, Digfigcat, and welcome back to some more Outer Worlds. Hopefully my mic isn't in too bad of a place and you guys can't hear me breathing, but I'm gonna move it a little. I think it's a little too close and I'll breathe into it and that would be terrible. Just to be safe, I want to move that down so I can see my mic, because this is all behind the scenes stuff you're not supposed to do in the intro of a video, but we're playing the Outer Worlds here. We're in Tartarus, going up. Magic teleportation of my NPCs. Still rock. Keep looking over to see if I'm breathing into it, and I don't think I am, so I'm gonna stop that. We should be good.
I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So
who are they fighting?
Fight.
MSI's helping me? Cool. Let's throw down. Hey, you better cower like a little bitch. Coming in on the flank on you. Oh, you want a peace trooper? Didn't think so. Stim up. Use this little wall here. I was shooting high there like a fool. Sprinted to cancel my reload like a boss. What's up, MSI troopers? Thank you for all the support. Put some rounds down range. Totally could have swapped to a sniper rifle. They're overrated. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with us either. We're badass. I don't know, guys. I'm still really unhappy with all the factions showing up, doing things without like an announcement, without comms coming in, without anyone talking to me, with none. It's like not recapping shit. It's just like magical that MSI and everyone else is here. Like, I like the premise, but its execution is fucking terrible. Why are they here? Why were they not in any of my briefings, not on the ship, didn't have to go communicate them, didn't have to tell them we were throwing down, nothing. Just magically they're here. And like, it's gonna drive me nuts, because I've been loving this game. Like, it's been a freaking an amazing game. And they're just dropping the ball on all these little things. At the end, like it's wrapping up. Not well. There's a freaking ladder there. I'm busy looting. Can't loot them, can't loot them. Do we actually go out here? No. It's magically a restricted access door with boxes, hiding behind boxes. Damn it, that's a classic. Make some merchandise of boxes hiding behind boxes. That'd be perfect. I think I'm supposed to go in there, but there's a ladder. Where are you taking me, ladder? Hey. Oh, got a little halfway depot. What you hiding down here? Level-headed. And a box. You know, I'm starting to think all this loot stuff is really just to force the game to take longer. Because there's nothing really special down here. I can't believe it took me this long to process that. Because it's just so much useless junk. But whatever. Nice guard in the elevators. I got one of my crew members in your outfits. You guys rock. Going up.
Really doing this, huh?
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I believe I'm ready for this.
No, I am was proper. You called it. You can be that confident in yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. I got the sniffles a little.
After
Not really
all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me, your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
Doomed. Phineas and I are saving the colony. I'm just rooting out corporation, one idiot at a time. What can I say? I like to cause trouble. My natural response is number 3. But all these guys tend not to quite get or appreciate or like the sarcasticness. So we will, doomed.
That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
You know, I was kind of thinking the same to you. So that's a whole thing. Whoa now. There's no call for hostility. You aren't one to mince words, huh? Chairman Rockwell, just the man I'm here to kill. Whoa now, there's no need to call for hostility.
You unbelievable bastard.
I like how he's in the background.
Sophia should be the one wasting her time with you, but you killed her. I'll have you hanged, quartered, bankrupted.
I don't have anything.
Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
Big talk, big man, but I'm not waiting for anything. The colony needs saving right now. Oh, of course. How long until you're done? A felony? I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't arrest me. Number 2. Oh, of course. How long until you're done?
Do you know what I do to people who employ the lowest, most base form of humor?
What?
I fire them. Alas, as you are woefully unemployed, I'll have to do the next best thing and have you killed. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I'm sure we can talk this out, Rocco. Let's work something else. I'll be there before you know it. Leave conversation. I can't wait to get in there and kill you. This is going to be the highlight of my year. Let's do number 1. I'm sure we can talk this, Rocco, and work something out.
Absolutely not. Akande was always the sociable one, not me. Need I repeat the magic 2 words?
Yes, please. Fine. I'll be there before you know it. Well, I'm on my way. Prepare your head for bashing. Number 2. Well, I'm on my way. Prepare your head for bashing, you damn asshole. Ooh. Ram? I wonder if he has a way to attach to my mech. That would be really cool if they get along. Then he joins my side and like refuses to fight. Well, because I got the cleaning mech. I doubt it, but it would be cool nonetheless. So, oh. I put a really high skill hacking door here. Like that's gonna keep me out. Cause I got hacking goggles. This is not a hacking thing, it is a lockpicking thing. But luckily, I have lockpicking helmet. Shall I put my helmet back on? Is there a giant robot of doom on the other side? Aww. Is it gonna be a way to just hack my way past this robot and not fight it? Oh, of course, you're just gonna keep the lockpicking 100 box in here. Fine, fine game. I see how it is. I don't want to just bypass this robot. I want to fight him. So we're gonna save the game right here, right now. Hack into this. Holy long hack, Batman. Your deal is not responsible for the force displayed by RAM unit and on-off area maintenance update security pro goals. Confused. Are there turrets or something in there that'll target the robot? What happens if I do that? Shouldn't he like easily be able to take on those robots? Okay, so all I did was take out the ads. That's not a terrible idea. I'll leave that one in here. But I need hacking 100 to do the next thing here. Attempt RAM shutdown sequence, activate weapon safeties. Warning, RAM code operation below maximum efficiency, defensive output go weakened. Prevent security breach. Can we power him down? Bypass first password. Bypass 2. Please enter third password. Load double C batteries and 0 quadra battery charger. Pretty funny. I need the 100 hacking, and I don't have any plus engineering. How much would I even need to do some of these fancy things here? I don't think it's only 82. I'd have to go quite a bit higher. That's fine. We weakened him enough. I'm throw down. Whoa. Thank crap, there was a freaking doorway in there. That guy moved fast. Getting back up, buddy? Yeah, I don't know where his weak spot is, so... Well, then you just get deleted. Hammer down. I'm glad I weakened this thing, because this thing is tough as hell.
That's the last of them.
Can we defeated XP? Nothing. Am I max level or something? Ah, 30 must be max level. Well, I guess the XP really doesn't matter. It's all been for naught. I like farming XP, damn it. Also, lack of loot much. 10 out of 10 would like some OP loot for killing boss. My dog is quite old, and when I went upstairs earlier, he was kind of seizing in his bed a little sleeping. And the dog, I had two, the other one started seizing, and then it wasn't too long before we had to go get him put down, unfortunately. And I swear I just heard it upstairs, two little seizure things, but it seems to have stopped, so don't mind that slight pause there, and sorry if that brings you guys down. It's unfortunate, but it's part of having dogs. They grow older, and there's really not much you can do about it. But maybe it was just one of the people upstairs, not actually the dog. That'd be nice. What are we looking at here? Just a blown out home. Man, no one takes care of anything in this world. Holy fancy little house you have in a prison, my friend. What is this?
Seems Halcyon after all.
Can we talk?
I always do everything myself.
No? Wanted to talk, not vaporize your ass. Oh well, you're vaporized. That was a little bit easy. Fancy things does he have on his shelf? Cool, 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 cool. Another one of those skull things. Apparently you were getting videotaped. What's up, bro? Are you even strapped into that chair at all? No. Just stand up. She's not even on. It's not even hooked up to anything. It's just put in a room. No wires come out of the floor. The wires come out of the machine and go back into the machine. I mean, could it all technically be out the bottom? But there's not even... What a lazy room. You've put so much detail into so much in this game, and it's fine, it's fine. Quite disappointed. Overall detail
You don't
to
know
end the
how
game.
glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man?
Yes.
You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
You're welcome. Are you kidding me? The board never stood a chance against me. You know, I wouldn't let anything happen to you, Phineas. Do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to save you? Are you kidding me? The board never stood a chance.
All in a day's work for you,
It
huh?
is.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
True.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Yes. I don't like something all great, and I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate. I'm really not in the mood for your theatrics, Phineas. I don't like the sound of all that.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing.
Ooh, my cursor.
2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now.
I knew Earth was in trouble.
We're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Really great setup to another game where we go through all this trouble to save Halcyon. And that, like, invests the player. I don't know why I grabbed my shirt for that, but invests the player in Halcyon and roots us here that this is our home. We built this place. We saved this place. It's our faction. And then we have to fight something evil at Earth. But I have a feeling it's going to be Earth itself. Not some giant thing that is trying to delete living things. Kind of like Mass Effect. Because that would be too much. By the way, cool little setup. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started. Wait, hold on. I need to ask you something.
Yes, certainly. I'll help however I can.
What do you think happened? You mentioned the frigate disappearing. There's something else. I know about the other colonists, Phineas. You don't have any more questions. What do you think happened?
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here.
You mentioned the frigate
You might
disappearing?
have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
Something else. I know about the other colonists.
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear.
True, they
not
are.
yours.
Forgive you. Well, better late than never. Guess you're a murderer and a liar. I forgive you.
Thank you. Perhaps in time I'll learn to forgive myself.
It doesn't work
My
that way, my
apologies.
friend.
I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can.
Don't have any more.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Yes. Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists. I'm going to do what I've always done, whatever I want all the time. You can count on me. I'll help you revive all the other colonists.
When I
Number
revived
2.
you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong.
Help
I
you.
had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Quite exciting. Credits?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks.
Good for them.
Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took sublight salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy.
Whoops.
One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide Medevit's camp,
Good.
hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town.
That was not my intention
Adelaide
there.
McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon.
Yeah.
While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Ooh, that's
it was
horror.
a dark time indeed.
Come on.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people.
Oh, good for her.
With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe.
That's
Some
good.
of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony.
He's not even
Felix
holding
never had a
the
head
wrench.
for numbers,
He's
but
an
if there was
NPC
labor to
hand
be
to the
done,
wrench.
he was there to help.
How lazy
Eventually, Felix
is
realized
this
that the
screenshot?
work of a revolution was done with two
Close the
hands.
fingers.
As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace.
Good for
Once
him.
the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker,
Nice.
and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem.
Good for her.
She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony.
Good for
This
him.
led to a boost
Killing
in
a
SAM
robot.
unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by
Good for
devoting
him.
his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed
He
away
was
a
old.
few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
I really liked that. I like the recap. I love what happened to every character. I wish more games would do that instead of just ending the story and not explaining or talking about what happened to the world and everything and the consequences and the near future. That was very well done. It was emotional. That was heartfelt. I really, really liked that. Do I make fun of some of the little things like him NPC handing the wrench? Yes. whatever, it happens. Amazing game, loved it, loved everything about it. Really good details. I love the backstory, and I really hope that this game means that the next one can be better financed and be bigger and better and have more of what we love about Obsidian in it. I think that would be amazing, because I think this game needs more. And I don't even know what I mean by more. It needs more detail at the end. It felt very rushed at the end with lack of assets in places, and I'm pretty sure they were in like a crunch time or whatever to wrap things up. I don't actually know, but it just feels like the last, I don't know, hour was kind of like, eh. Story was still great, but it didn't have the side stuff. I don't even mean like side quests. I mean like they didn't put interesting lore in the environment. They didn't give me things to look at or think about or be like, what the fuck happened here? Or they did actually make me think, what the heck is going on? But they didn't actually explain it or show it or talk about it in any way. So I still have no idea what happened to all the prisoners in the prison. I have no idea why they were kept alive or if they're dead. I don't know. There's so much you don't know about the very end of the game. That's kind of confusing. But I'm gonna do a review for this game. Definitely, it's my plan. And we'll be picking up a new game. That's not even true. I'm doing these all in bulk, so a new game will actually have already been started. It'll probably be me finishing the Jedi game or Gears of War 5. So if you're watching this, this is when I started that. Out of the time loop. It's fine. It's the internet. It's YouTube. Happens. I really do appreciate you all for watching the whole series and staying by. It's about 105 episodes, I think. The last one is obviously going to be a little bit long here. So I'm just kind of talking through the comments here with all these special special thanks to my loving wife, Lotisha. I'm not going to read these because I will butcher everything about them. Absolutely butchered all the reading in this game. I apologize to you devs for doing that, and the names and all the effort you put in, but either way, I enjoyed it. And we're just going to kind of sit here through the credits. Because you know, what else do you do in a game like this? 1935 to 2018. Thank you for always supporting me. I hope I live that long. And the voice acting was good. Everything was good. Combat was bleh. But like, that's what you're expecting of it. It was good for what it was. And it was good enough to get you through. It wasn't like revolutionary, it wasn't mind-blowing, it wasn't astonishing, but it was good. It was solid. I did get stuck a few times. It's the only thing I would really work on would be their stuck mechanics, and the sound you make when you're stuck is a horrible thing. But that's really fine polishing, and I don't exactly expect any game like this to get all that stuff out. I really want to know if they're going to make another one, and if they continue the story and we get to go on a quest to find out what the fuck happened to Earth. That'd be pretty amazing, I think. I know I'm going to repeat all this stuff in the review, but I'm not good at small talk, and here we are, scrolling through probably like 20 minutes credits. We get some small talk. Hey, it's all the testers. They get paid like nothing, and they still miss bugs, and no one listens to them. It's unfortunate for you guys. And it's like I sit here saying they need more money, bigger development team, and all sort of stuff, but like even a game like this, which I'm considering, like, is it AAA? I can't call it AAA. It's like a B. But like, it was amazing. But it takes a lot of people to make these games. Like, games are huge nowadays, and it's just ridiculous amount of money and the size of the teams that are required to make even a game like this. And I say like this like it wasn't a big long game. I mean, it's 104 episodes, 20 minutes each. And that's not even all the options. There's a bunch of stuff I didn't do because I chose to go my path. And you could totally replay this an entirely different way. And I am curious how different the endings are. It's like if I kill them all off, I don't have anyone helping me, and if I side with them and we turn in Phineas, like, what is the end? Is it just like, GG, you fucking suck, whole colony's dead, way to go? Or does their plan actually work to freeze everyone and try and solve the problem with a few people? We'll see. Off screen, I might do that stuff, and if it's interesting and easy to go back through my loads and stuff and show some alternatives, maybe I'll try that. I've heard there's a way to beat this game in like 10 minutes. I could like kill her, get the stamp, go turn it in. We'll have to see. I'll probably fuck around with this game a little bit off camera, and like I said, I'll post anything that's worthwhile. I really didn't expect this to reach 40 minutes, otherwise I would have stopped it right before the end and done a whole nother episode. Because I've been doing 20 minutes each, but who cares? The final one will be 40 minutes long. Everyone will love it. Alright. Maybe. Who knows? Larger team, Spanish, Japanese. I love Japan. Another facts about me, so we can just talk about that. You guys like how clean shaven I am today? That's right. The beard is driving me nuts. She really likes it. I'm not a super fan of it. Got my nice butt chin right here, showing it off. Cliff jaw. I mean, I feel like I'm 10 years younger. It's ridiculous. She laughs at me all the time when I'm clean shaven, and like I get ID'd again. It's like I'm 32 years old. 33 now. I wanted to stay 32 forever. Is that fine? No, it's whatever. My other good watch has the bands busted on it, and the place where I bought them doesn't sell bands anymore, and I've been lazy and haven't bought one. So I pulled an old watch out of the watch box, and it was like a $10 watch somewhere. But I like the way it looks, and it looks pretty nice, so... And I like wearing watches. I don't know why. You got phones nowadays to tell you the time. So you really don't need them, but it's a good accessory. Nice jewelry. Go with my ring. This whole left hand is just getting decked out with stuff. We're almost at the end of credits. I'm really running out of stuff to talk about, and I think you guys are starting to get a little cringy, because I'm just talking about random ass shit. I like the music in this game too. I haven't gotten copyrighted anything yet for this game, which is great. It's like Borderlands and other games are all like, guess what? Copyright, because like really, it's 2020 and people, it was 2019 when those games came out. Like, you know, content creators, you're just screwing a whole bunch of people. So what happens if I hit continue? The game's over. Everyone's dead. Gone. Oh, okay. So I guess it just throws me back here. GG, everyone. Anyways, that's it for The Outer Worlds. This is the final episode. Maybe a follow-up one here and there. I will be doing my review. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out the playlist up here. There's 104 of this one. If you have 105, I don't remember. If you haven't watched them all, go ahead and check them out all. Watch them all front to back to really, really help my analytics. YouTube loves that stuff. Comment, like, all that stuff. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. So much YouTube stuff nowadays. Used to be so simple. You would just hit subscribe and everything would work. But times change. Just kind of rambling at this point, guys. So check out my other games, and I will see you in the next video. Dig Fig.